Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another week of Nexus Grain Market Updates. It is Tuesday morning on the 4th of August at 11:14 a.m. And let's get to the markets. Right now, bushel of corn, old crop corn, is down 8 pennies. I am 406 to 408 across the Nexus terminals for old crop. New crop corn, likewise, also down 8 pennies. I am 424 for corn across the Nexus terminals. Soybeans taking a pretty good hit today. We're off 20 cents. I am 11.07 for old crop soybeans across the terminal markets. New crop soybeans are down 20 pennies. Prices range from $10.99 to $11.02 for new crop soybeans across the Nexus terminals. Prices today as they stand, old crop corn is about 10 cents lower than it was a week, 2 weeks ago. And yeah, about steady on the month. Soybeans being 11.07. Yeah, that takes those off about 75 cents in the past 2 weeks. So I've taken quite a bit off the top. I want to start out and really show you some charts. I do appreciate looking at the charts. I'm going to show you a new crop soybean chart in November of 26. And this chart, I just took this about 2 minutes ago. I'm showing an 11.32 as a strong support level for soybeans. Quite frankly, I'm not really looking for it to get down and test that out anytime real soon. You can see the market has been on a very, very well-defined upslope in the past 12 months. I really believe that here in the United States, due to a lot of internal reasons, mainly demand, yeah, we're going to keep some support under our prices. We're going to be trading a fairly firm basis. We will need to defend our local soy stocks from export. I don't think that's going to be a big problem with certain customers this coming year. I will get into the export market here in a little bit, but there's the chart right there. I predict that we're probably going to trade somewhere in a trade range of 11.60 to 12.30, somewhere in that 50 to 70 cent trade range between now and expiration of that contract. Corn is a completely different animal. Corn market, to show you a corn chart now, really I believe our corn market is stuck in about a 30 cent trade range for December corn. We've blipped above it 3 different times. I used to call that killing the crop during the season. As things stand right now, at least in Iowa, we pretty well have our crop made. I'm calling the trade range 445 to 475. Again, taking a pretty good sell-off in the corn market. I really don't look for this to be a real long-term trend. And again, watch this thing trade sideways. We get into the spring, we're looking at a completely different market, but for now, for our new crop, that's pretty well where we're at. Okay, so after today's sell-off, we're going to see numbers a little bit lower, but as of last night, I'm going to look at managed money positions. Corn market, the managed fund money was long 99,000 contracts. That was up about 17,000 on the day. After today's activity, we're probably off about 10 from that. Soybeans particularly long yesterday, 137,000 contracts long. That's about as long as they'd been in the past 2 weeks after increasing 5,000 yesterday. Again, with today's activity in the market, we're going to see that number tonight, probably somewhere around 125,000 long when we net everything out. A lot of different things going on in our market today. I'm going to talk a little bit about corn to begin with. We have a staff meeting coming up tomorrow. We're going to be discussing these markets in detail. I did my own survey. We are continuing to conduct an internal Nexus cooperative survey using the data that I have available, extrapolating out between Iowa and Minnesota, which, by the way, is a fairly large contribution to our corn market. I am... my number right now is 184. That's where I'm going to hang my hat on. It may be a little higher than that. As far as the national yield per acre, that's what I'm using. I'm using 87 million acres of harvested acres. And when I really grind all that down to the bottom line, I'm looking at a carryout a year from now of about $1.5 billion. Now that's off significantly from this year. That puts us in that 9% or so stocks to usage ratio. That's my prediction at the very moment. Soybean market prediction is a little more hard to get our arms wrapped around. You know, the only thing we know about soybeans is that they're made in August. This is the first week of August. We have very, very good full year growth. And right now we are obviously blooming and we'll be setting on pods in the next 30 days. Good news is timely and adequate rains, and it looks like we're going to be avoiding for the foreseeable future the blistering hot temperatures. So we certainly do have good conditions shaping up for soybean development. My soybean number for the for this coming year nationally, I'm using 53.5. Could tickle 54. We'll see where that goes. I'm using 83.5 million acres of harvested soybeans. It puts our soybean days of supply about 24 at the end of this coming year, and about a 6.5% stocks to usage ratio. That's okay for soybeans. Going back to my earlier comments about the chart and what I predict going forward, I do believe we're going to see stronger prices and perhaps stronger basis levels into next year. We did watch a lot of our soybeans leak out of certainly the Midwest. The old crop that we're dealing with right now, I'm going to reserve comment about that, other than things are going to get pretty tight here in the next 45 to 60 days to get us into anything that is is usable. Board crush, soybean board crush in the past 2 months is down a little over $1. Early June we were around $3.80. Today we're $2.76. If anybody would like to know more about what that really means, just reach out to me. But suffice to say that market has relaxed significantly. Oil share percentage value down a couple percent. Last night it was checking in right at about 52%. We did see a dramatic difference with the petroleum oil sell-off yesterday. We've seen a very, very dramatic increase in our soy oil. I believe that was kind of a correction that we've seen coming. You know, other than that, I want to get into the export business a little bit. We have 4 weeks remaining right now in the 2026 export season. We're experiencing a really record corn usage here in the U.S. In the ethanol industry. There is quite a bit of talk of further expansion in that field. Ethanol margins right now are real strong. They're greater than 50 cents a gallon. Add the 45Z credits in there, and right now that industry is operating at the most profitable place they've ever been in history. So stay tuned for announcements of expansions. I've not heard any greenfielding on the bubble, but I believe everybody's footprint probably has room for greater saturation, if that makes any sense. Right now, corn export number is 74.2 million bushels as of yesterday. That was at the top of the trade range. Soybeans 12.6 million bushels, kind of at the bottom of the trade range. We're on pace right now to export 3.5 billion bushels of corn and 1.55 billion bushels of soybeans. Again, with 4 weeks remaining, there's not a lot to really disturb that a great deal. New crop soybean sales, it is dramatically different this year than it was a year ago. I'm not telling you that we're going to go back to seeing the big numbers that we've seen maybe 3 and 4 years ago with our soy exports. One, we have greater internal demand, and we have a couple of things. We have geopolitical, and we have probably stronger prices, stronger U.S. dollar. There's a lot of things that are playing into this. New crop sales right now, 290 million bushels this year versus 100 last year. So considerably stronger. I do look for that curve to flatten out. Soybean meal, on the other hand, that's another thing that we're tracking real closely. And we are lagging last year significantly. Right now I have 1,450,000,000 short tons sold versus, 1 1,450,000 short tons sold right now. As of last year at this time, 1,900,000. So we're lagging last year by about 450,000 tons. I don't find that particularly alarming, also considering that the industry completely oversold itself last year in light of the 2025-2026 expansion that was bringing its own uncertainty. That's behind us now. I believe we're seeing some more discipline in that area. You know, that's really about it. I do wish to thank all of you for watching. If you haven't seen the world-famous video that went viral of the truck hitting another truck, be careful out there on the roads. I know we're all in a hurry. We have harvest season coming up. We're focusing on other things. Do your best. Stay focused on your driving, driving skills, driving habits. We don't want to make any more videos like that. So. Fortunately, everybody pretty much walked away unscathed, other than some bumps and bruises, what I understand. And thank you again for tuning in. Reach out to any of us. Goodbye now.